So in this video, we're going to take a look at the US dollar against the Swiss franc forex trade that set up on last night's close. That's the 6th of February. And we're going to look at why get into it. Let's have a look at the exact opportunity. From here, you can see the indicators turning from red to green here. That's the trend, vector average line. The trend signal line at the bottom is also green as well. So we're starting to see the market sort of rotate back up again. The buyers starting to bring a bit of life back into the market to the upside. And we've got the big sniper disc on the chart with the green outline around it. So we've got the potential opportunity to buy. So why is this a buy? What about these a couple of buying opportunities beforehand? This is where we start to think about those additional elements, like why should I take this particular opportunity? And the usual sort of go-to easy to spot thing is the trend. What is the trend? Well, you can try and work the trend out in a number of different ways. For me, it's quite straightforward because I use the tool on the left-hand side. You see here, you can see the weekly, you can see the monthly. It's the monthly that I'm going to look at when it comes to the trend of the market for these sniper trades. You've got a red arrow pointing down against the monthly there, which is suggesting that the market is in a downtrend, which means the path of least resistance is otherwise down, which means we prefer sell trades, right? So that kind of makes sense. What that really means is that we're great and very happy with sell snipers, the red snipers in the downtrend. That's fine. We've got that element of context there. But what we need to do is look for another reason to give us that extra confidence, that extra edge to help us to get even more consistent results. Don't get me wrong. There's some great trades against the trend, like this one here. It's a nice move higher after that buy was given back on the 22nd of January. But this one wasn't so. So the question is, what can we do to help us to be a little bit more selective and help us to give us an overall edge that helps us to make positive steps towards achieving profitable trades? So the fact of the matter is that the market is more likely to fall unless the patterns start to show something different. Support and resistance, I'm not going to talk about that in today's session, but I am going to talk very briefly about chart patterns. So what we've got here is, see how the market is in that downtrend, okay? We then see a bit of a move up. You're expecting this to not go up very much. Why? Because the longer term trend of the market is down. You're expecting a small rally, followed by a bigger move down to new lows. And that's actually what happens here. We end up with what's called a continuation trade on the sell side here. But what's interesting then is the market then starts to lift here, okay? But really, this is also a low probability trade. It's very easy for me to say it was a lovely winner, but it's a lower probability trade because the market is showing a pattern of lower highs and lower lows. So actually, to take this one would also be an aggressive play. It's a shame because the market carried on and went up quite nicely. But look, the market then posts a new high. So it takes out the high back from the 10th of January. And as he then comes down to a low and then bounces, it then posts a higher low. So higher high, higher low. You're starting to see that pattern starting to change. So whilst the longer term monthly is showing a downtrend, the pattern is starting to show a potential reversal. That higher high, higher low then transfers to a buy sniper against the trend. This is one that I'm taking. This is one that meets those additional criteria, additional rules that I think should well go on to be a profitable trade. So this is part one of this video of looking at this buy sniper trade on dollar against the Swiss franc. Being against the trend, I'm going to be looking for a relatively modest target, maybe half the stop loss, or maybe just the ATR. We'll see how it goes. ATR on a market like dollar Swiss, it's not huge because it's not the most volatile market in the world. You're looking in this case at 46.3 points as the objective. But what we'll do is we'll tune in. And we'll do another video in a couple of days. We'll see how the trade panned out. Did it hit target? Do we manage the trade and get out a little bit earlier? Or did it go and horribly reverse against us in line with the longer trends and stop us out? Let's find out, and we'll do an update in a couple of days, and we'll catch you then. Bye-bye.
If you would like more information about trading the right way, Trend Signal is giving you the opportunity to see and hear about its services live at a free online seminar. Take a look at the Trend Signal website for the latest events and to book your free place.